Oh, there's so many yummy vegetarian options out there. You could try like lentil soup, veggie burgers, tofu stir fry. The possibilities are endless. Okay, let's be real. You know you should hit the gym. You know you should finish that project. You've got the logic, you've got the plan. So why do you still end up on the couch scrolling? What if I told you that self-control isn't what you think it is? Stick around because we're about to dive into a mental model that will totally change how you negotiate with your own brain. So where is this all coming from? We're pulling these ideas straight from Mark Manson's book, Everything is Fucked. And his core idea is a total game changer. He says self-control isn't about logic winning a fight. Nope, it's an emotional negotiation. So how does it actually work inside our heads? Well, let's level up and find out. All right, let's kick things off with level 1. It's all about understanding you've got two brains, and they're not always on the same team. So picture this. Your mind is a car, let's call it the consciousness car. Now your thinking brain, that's your navigator. It's got the maps, it's plotting the best route, telling you all the logical turns to make. But your feeling brain, it's the one actually driving. It's got its hands on the wheel, foot on the gas. It's impulsive, it's fast, and at the end of the day, it's the one who decides where you're going, no matter how much the navigator is screaming. Okay, so time for your first quests. This is super simple. For the next 24 hours, just be an observer of your own mind. Try to spot just one moment where you know exactly what you should be doing, but you feel like doing something totally different. And then just watch. Watch that feeling brain of yours just grab the wheel and go. And right there, that leads us to the very first trap we all fall into, assuming our logical brain is the one in charge. Spoiler alert, it's not. So what's the fix? It sounds simple, but it's huge. You just have to accept that your feeling brain is the one driving. Once you really truly accept that, everything changes. You can finally start working with it instead of constantly fighting it. All right, let's build on that. Moving on to level 2. This is where we're going to completely shatter the whole illusion of self-control. So get this, procrastination, laziness, whatever you want to call it, it's not a failure of your discipline. It's not a logical problem. It's an emotional problem, plain and simple. The reason you don't do the thing is because you just don't feel like doing it. And here's the kicker. You can't fix an emotional problem with a logical solution. It just doesn't work. So, time for your next set of quests. The very next time you catch yourself procrastinating, I want you to just pause and ask one question. What feeling am I avoiding right now? Seriously, is it boredom? Is it fear of failure, anxiety? Just name the feeling, write it down, and here's the important part, no judgment allowed. And here's the trap your brain is going to set for you. Your thinking brain is like a genius lawyer for your feeling brain. It will come up with the most brilliant, logical-sounding excuses to justify doing exactly what your feeling brain wanted all along. So the fix? You've got to become a detective. Start questioning your own logic. Is that really why you're putting it off? Okay, on to level 3. So if fighting your feeling brain is a losing battle, what on earth are you supposed to do? Well, you start a conversation. You start a dialogue. This right here is the core tactic. Think of your feeling brain less like an enemy and more like a really stubborn toddler. You can't reason with it, but you can negotiate. Step 1, acknowledge the feeling. Hey, I get it. You feel lazy and want to watch YouTube. That's totally okay. Step 2, state the goal clearly. But we really do need to get this project started. Step 3, propose a tiny, tiny bargain. So how about this? Just 15 minutes of work, that's it. And step 4, and this is crucial, you have to act on that compromise immediately. That's how you build trust. So your quests for this level are all about practice. Pick one small task and try this out. And I mean, make the bargain ridiculously easy, like write one sentence easy. And easy when you literally can't fail at. Remember, the point right now isn't productivity. It's about building trust with your feeling brain. Now, the trap here is so common. It's trying to brute force your feelings, right? Just trying to push through them. But that always, always backfires. The feeling just gets stronger and digs its heels in. The only way through is to acknowledge and accept the feeling first. You have to start there. All right, you're doing great. Level 4. We're now shifting from these short-term tactics to some real long-term change. It's time to upgrade your values. You know those things you say about yourself? Oh, I'm just not a morning person, or I'm terrible with money. Well, listen up. Those aren't facts. They are stories. They're just narratives that you've created about yourself based on past experiences. And here's the thing about stories. They can be rewritten. If you want to change your actions for good, you have to change the underlying story first. So, for this level, your quests are all about becoming a better storyteller for yourself. First, identify one of those limiting stories you tell yourself. Then, I want you to consciously rewrite it. And look, this isn't about lying to yourself. It's about setting an aspiration. You change it from "I am bad at this" to "I am becoming someone who is good at this." But watch out, because there's a big trap here. Your current identity, even the parts you don't like, feels safe. It's familiar. So the fix is to understand that growth is supposed to be uncomfortable. It's supposed to feel a little weird and scary. It actually requires you to grieve the person you used to be, to let them go. Okay, here we go. It's time for the final boss. Level 5, adulthood. And just to be clear, this has nothing to do with your age. It's all about your motivation. So Manson breaks down maturity into 3 stages. A child just acts for pleasure, right? I want the cookie now. Then there's the adolescent who acts based on transactions. I'll do this chore if I get that reward. And honestly, most of us are stuck right here. But a true adult, they act on principle. They do what's right simply because it's the right thing to do. The reward doesn't matter. So your quests are to get a taste of this. Sometime in the next 48 hours, I want you to do one small thing purely for its own sake. No reward. Hold a door open for someone, give it genuine compliment, tidy up a space you didn't have to, and after you do it, just notice. Pay attention to how it felt compared to doing something to get something. That adolescent trop is that constant voice in our head asking, yeah, but what's in it for me? It turns life into just a bunch of transactions. The fix, the adult mindset, is to shift your focus away from the outcome and onto the action itself. Do it for the sake of doing it right. Okay, you made it through all 5 levels. You beat the main game. But wait, there's a bonus level. And this is a big one. It's a single, powerful principle from the philosopher Immanuel Kant that ties this whole thing together. Kant called this the formula of humanity. And it's deceptively simple. It goes like this. Treat yourself and other people always as an end and never just as a means to an end. What does that mean? It means you recognize that every conscious being has value in and of themselves. People aren't just tools you can use to get what you want. And guess what? Neither are you. So your bonus quests are all about some deep, honest reflection. Ask yourself, in what ways do you treat yourself as a means to an end? Like burning yourself out just to get that promotion. Then ask yourself, where do you treat others as a means? Like only being friendly to someone because you need something from them. And this leads to the final trap of all, passively just hoping for a better life, just wishing things would change. Kant's fix is way more active and honestly pretty radical. He says, stop hoping for a better life and start being a better life by applying this principle right now in this moment, because that's the only thing you can actually control. Whew. Okay, let's hit a quick checkpoint and recap the loot. Number 1, your feeling brain is the driver. 2, self-control is an emotional problem, not logical. 3, talk to your brain, don't fight it. 4, to change your actions, change your stories. 5, true maturity is acting on principle. And the big bonus, treat everyone, including yourself, as an end, never as a means. Okay, to make all this stick, here is a 7-day quest plan to put it into action. Day 1, just observe your 2 brands in conflict. Day 2, name the emotion behind your procrastination. Day 3, make one small bargain with your feeling brain. Day 4, rewrite one limiting story. Day 5, do one thing based purely on principle. Day 6, find one way you treat yourself as a means. And day 7, find one way you treat others as a means. And by the way, these time commitments are just my suggestion to help you get the ball rolling. And to make this even easier for you, I've turned all of this into a clean PDF, plus an action worksheet so you can track your quests. The link for that is down in the description. Hey, if this was helpful, do me a favor and hit that like button, share it with someone who might need to hear this, and of course, subscribe for more. But now for the most important part. I want you to comment below. What is the very next step you're going to take in the next 24 hours? Be specific, just one small action. Seriously, reading your comments and your plans is the best part of doing this. Now go out there and level up.